Yo, what's going on, everybody? Finally back in the building after a long holiday. It is the first part of the holiday, but also RIP to all those people who got their feelings hurt over the holiday. Anyways, this is your homie Q back in the building. I actually here with my girl Kayla again. Hopefully she ain't talking about penises this time around. My man Soul Wonder gonna be here as well. I didn't even
initiate that. So that's not my fault.
And I have a special guest. Y'all know her. She's ornery as ever. Cantankerous, like I told.
One of my favorites.
From the homegirl Bre from Good Morning Beautiful Pod. How's it going, sister?
First of all, I'm not ornery. Okay, I'm misunderstood. I am nice. And I want the world to know that I am a very nice person.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey guys, hello.
Hey, I'm
happy to be here. Happy to be,
I'm sure everybody is nice at something.
Oh
don't do it, Q. Don't do it. Let's have a good podcast.
All right, anyways, what's going on, man? How's everybody doing, man? How was everybody's holidays, by the way?
My holiday was awesome. I got to spend time with my family. Saw some friends that I haven't seen in a while. We actually did like a Friendsgiving / surprise sleepover. We have like a big group of friends from college, and we have a lot of November babies. So we like surprised them, and we wore our onesies and stayed up late and got drunk and danced around the house.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so that was really fun. And then back to reality, I worked the rest of the time. So that was my holiday.
So you got to be a big ass
work
kid.
And play. Yeah.
Hey, ain't too bad. What about you, Bre? What you get into?
Oh, I was antisocial. I stayed home. I didn't deal with people. I didn't deal with family. I was minding my business.
Hey,
at least get some good food.
Yeah, I mean, what
I cooked. I wanted to see if I could prepare a Thanksgiving meal, so I did a couple of sides, and I did baked macaroni and cheese and
yes,
stuffing, cornbread stuffing,
mm-hmm.
and I did a baked ham. And I will never do that again because that the domesticated part of me, it hasn't woken up yet. And so, I was like, Jesus, take the wheel and cook the rest of this food because I can't. I just can't.
See, now, what if you had a whole family to cook for? Like what if you had like a big old dude? Like, man, I like to grub. What you gonna tell him? Go out?
Grandma's house.
He gonna have to bring me, Mom. He gonna have to bring his auntie. He's gonna need to bring in them people to cook for him because I just did those 3 things and I was like, I cannot. I just can't.
Wait, that's a good. So, is it possible to have a side chick that only comes in and cook?
Possibly.
Is that?
You got to play your role. If your role is to be the cook, if the main chick doesn't do it, the side chick is supposed to do everything that the main one doesn't do, right?
Where did the side chick come from?
I'm just saying, can you get a girl on the side that, in case my main girl don't like cooking, I only pull in this chick to go cook for me, or I go to her house to get food and use her for stuff.
That's what side chicks are for, to get used for stuff.
No.
True.
You're not actually supposed to care about them, just
no, that's why
all their worth and just.
I don't even know how a side chick got into this. Ain't no side chick supposed to be up in this. We're talking about Thanksgiving.
Hey, speaking of Thanksgiving, how many of them girls found out they were side chicks?
Their fault. They should aim higher.
Right.
Should aim higher.
Hey, man.
First, instead of being a side chick.
Hey, man, they just didn't make the team this year. That's all that happened. They could try again next year. Maybe it'll be better around Christmas.
There's too many teams out here. There's too many teams for you to try to stick with this one team and be benched during the holidays and then waiting for your turn to come off the bench. My turn, coach? My turn? No. Go find another team that wants you, that can make you a priority.
Right.
Jesus.
Amen.
Jesus.
Why are you complacent being the bench warmer?
Hey, we actually gonna. I was gonna say we actually gonna talk about
out here.
I don't know, man. We'll say, I guess you could say statistically saying, not everybody gonna have somebody to go to. There's more women than men in the world technically, and then you gotta.
Where's the stats?
Oh, I can research that for you, but
But to me, it's like, why do so many people have to seek and fulfillment in someone else? There's nothing wrong with being by yourself.
There's absolutely not.
There's
I'm by
nothing
myself
wrong
right
with
now,
that.
and it's good being by yourself as a woman.
Yeah, you have
I
to
wanna
get
take over-
comfortable with yourself before
Right.
you start to partake in someone else. You have to love yourself first and be comfortable with being by yourself, and truly be comfortable with being by yourself first.
Yeah, you have to enjoy your own company. You can't
Yeah.
just be. There's many women who are just relying on a man and just being around him and things. No, you need to be. You need to be okay by yourself sometimes. If he wants to go, whatever, you need to be okay by yourself. You just can't be hanging on to him like a tail. So I
annoying.
seriously
Clinky's
encourage women
annoying.
to do some alone time and get to know themselves and just be about yourself. Get a damn
Yeah,
hobby.
and take yourself out. Like, I know I do stuff by myself all the time. Like, people be like I like to go to basketball games by myself for life. People be like, you went by yourself? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Waiting on other people to do stuff, I'll never go anywhere.
it's actually
So
funny
I
that
always take myself out and do stuff.
a lot of people don't want to be alone. That's the thing. Is like I've seen people who even back in college. Oh yeah, Kayla, you probably can say how many people did not go to the cafeteria by themselves. They had to have somebody to go with.
Oh yeah, because that's weird, especially freshman year.
See?
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. I mean, how many people will really go sit down in a restaurant that's not a diner, sit down in an actual restaurant and eat a meal by themselves?
I've done
I
a
do
couple
that
of
all the time
times.
because I'm greedy. I do that all the time.
I've done a couple of times.
It's like a ritual. No, seriously, it's like a ritual. Every time I go to get a manicure or my eyebrows done, I go out for sushi afterwards.
Oh, okay.
And I'll sit at the bar or I'll sit at a table. I always do that.
All right, baller.
It's a ritual. Baller, them rolls be like $5. I get one roll. Okay, I balls on a budget.
Oh man.
Groupon.
So another
thing.
thing.
Balls on a budget.
Once, but that wasn't. I mean, it was cool, but I prefer to have company. But
Yeah, of course. But I mean, yeah, tis life.
Yeah.
All right, so hey,
It's
next.
life.
I mean, if you ever come to Dallas, I'll go hang out with you, Bre. It's- That's what's
Okay,
up, man.
we'll just go with that. I'll hang out with you, I guess.
You don't have to sound so excited, ma'am. I understand. You can actually say, I saw the legend in person.
Oh, the legend. Oh.
Q. Nobody gives me a headache like how Q gives me a headache. Like another level, just another level.
Oh man, it can't be that bad. No, but all right.
I think it's that bad.
So,
I think it's that bad.
so another thing that happened also Black Friday. One, I don't step foot on that shit anymore. I don't participate in what we call, the purge. But of course,
People getting killed and trampled over TVs.
Of course, they had scraps, man. I mean, every year it's always the same. Somebody's going to box over, especially those 4Ks. I think went on sale. So I don't know why people still do this shit. It's like you go out there and you're going to be fighting folks for some shit that you can always get later. But I
First
don't
of
know.
all, it's 2016. Wait till Cyber Monday. First of all, the majority of the sales that quote unquote happen on Black Friday go on for like the entire week. Because like when I was looking online today, like now it's Cyber Week. So
Nice. Cyber Week.
yeah, I'm like,
Yes.
there's no point in getting up. First of all, after I eat Thanksgiving, like I'm not doing anything that I don't absolutely need to do. Like I can't do it anymore. After I eat Thanksgiving, I'm going to sleep. Like I'm not standing in anyone's mall and fighting deranged people over T-shirts and electronics. I'm not doing it.
I'll fight for a big screen TV. I'll admit that.
I'm gonna eat. My dad
But
did
that's
it.
the
My
holiday.
dad took my little brother with him, and I think they went to Target, and they got 2 big screen TVs. But I mean, they did good though. But I was just like, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I'm going to sleep because I gotta work tomorrow.
Shit, while you playing,
Yep,
they had
my
like a
dad sure did.
big ass rumble in California with like 6
Mm.
men that just got into it.
That's ridiculous. Over what though? It's probably over
They didn't say
2K
that.
or something.
Hey, look now.
But I mean, isn't that the norm for Black Friday? Isn't that the Black Friday norm?
Yeah, every year it's gonna happen. Somebody grandma gonna catch that uppercut.
Somebody's shop.
That's a shame.
It's the truth though.
I ain't got time. I'll wait till Cyber Monday.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not people
Or
friendly at
Cyber
all.
Week.
I'll be over it just standing in the line trying to get whatever ticket they be handing out. Like, you know what? I'm done.
First of all, I'd be over the parking lot. Like, mall parking lots are literally zoos now. Like, the mall that's near my mom's house, Christiana Mall, like, it's like gridlock. It's impossible to get in, impossible to get in. It takes like an hour to get around the parking lot. And as soon as, all throughout the holiday season, like, they have policemen out there, like, navigating traffic. There's only certain entrances and exits you can use now because it's just everybody is at the fucking mall all day, every day. And it's just, it's ridiculous. I don't have time for it. I hate shopping around this time of year. I do everything online. I hate live shopping.
I'll be damned going to the Mall of America doing Black Friday shopping. Do you know the
Oh, Mall of America.
See, I forgot you out there. I've never been to that.
Yeah.
Look, Mall of America is for tourists. Us native Minnesotans, we don't touch that place unless we have to.
Is that bad?
So I'd be damned.
Oh, dang.
What? The biggest mall?
It's a big ass mall.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I was wondering how bad it is.
It's bad enough that I'm not touching it.
I'm
not
just scared.
No.
That sounds kind of scary. It's so big.
It is, and that's just the normal mall crowd. I can't imagine the Black Friday crowd in the Mall of America. And they bust people in too? No, sir. Not me. No.
Matter of fact,
So I'll stay home and I'll just plan ahead and save up my money and just spend and just buy.
Right, spend an extra
$10
$10 on
Like,
everything.
that's actually Bre, what is there to do in Minnesota, the part of Minnesota that you stay in?
Yep.
Like,
Huh?
I was like, what is there to do in Minnesota?
Right now we're in hibernation. I'm in hibernation. Well, no, right now we're moving about. Everybody's getting ready. Right now it's okay. Everybody's afraid of the cold. Our real cold doesn't happen until January, February. That's when we start getting into our sub-zero temperatures. That's when it started being -40 and negative this and negative that.
God.
And, yeah. So right now, everybody's just getting ready for the winter. But come January and February, I'm hibernating. Like, I'm going to work and coming home and maybe grocery shopping if need be.
-40? That sounds like it hurts.
Man,
It hurts.
Oh
to
my
breathe.
god.
I'm not going to work.
It hurts
in
to
that
breathe.
case. You must not know
we
it.
got no choice.
Shit,
We
out
ain't got no
here,
choice. The job is like, look, you either bear the elements or you don't get a paycheck.
it's actually funny out here in Texas, especially where I'm from. If you see frost on the road, there's no school. Everything's shut
We've
down.
heard.
Must be nice.
Straight up.
And we call y'all punks.
Hey.
Yes.
Call it what you want, but them summers be brutal though.
Yeah, I bet 120 degrees. Forest fires and shit.
Hell,
Yeah,
that
get
humidity will
forest
kill
fires.
you. But
Yeah.
I remember when I even
So
came
y'all
up
got
to
that warm. Y'all got that wet heat. The dry heat is like Midwest, like Nevada and all over that way.
see, but where I stay now is dry. But even then, like when I came up for my interview a couple years ago, they had an ice storm. Nobody went to work.
What in Texas?
Yeah. Well, I'm in North
my
Texas,
God.
so you may or may not get it. Just depend on the year.
Oh God.
Hey, yeah, we punks. It's all good as long as I get to stay my ass at home.
Well,
That's not fair.
I have no choice. I have to go to work, and so we just do our triple, quadruple layers. And I
Right.
start my car and give it like a good 30 minutes to warm up. when you start the car in temperatures like that, it sounds like a pterodactyl. It's like, it's crazy. It's really
you don't have to go to work per se. All you gotta do is find some sugar daddy somewhere, and I'm sure they'll take care of you.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Trust and believe that I'm on it. After we're done with this, I'm going to sign up for sugarbabies.com.
I'm telling you, I made an account on that website. Now, I haven't been successful with matching with anyone yet, but that's only because I'm not really active on there. But I'm so serious. I have an account on that website. I'm so serious. I think it's called Honey Daddy or something. I'm definitely a sugar baby.
I hope that's the low budget one.
The low budget one. Hey,
they ain't quite millionaires, but they can still help you a little bit, not too much.
Right.
Pull your strong 1,000 there. He 100,000 there.
That's all I need.
Hey, why you playing?
Coming in?
Shit, in Dallas, I'm looking for a sugar mama. I already told my old lady. I'm just saying. But she gave me permission.
Oh,
she gave me permission this time. She said if I can find one, as long as I bring the money home, I'm good.
I'm about to say break her off. There you go.
Hey, I told her it's just a business. It's just a business move.
Is it?
Yeah, it's business.
Do you have to have relations with them? I guess it depends.
Yeah. That call. They go ask for some sugar one day. It's.
Ew, but you know how it be those weird middle-aged white guys who like
I don't.
Someone to like talk to, and then they'll just like give them money. Like, where's that person? Like, where's the person where I could just like send you pictures of my feet and you'll like give me $500? Like, where's that person?
Oh, you trying to find you a weirdo dude?
That's fine. I need that. Just if you want to like see my feet or like, I don't know, smell my old underwear and you'll send me like $500. I need
you gotta go to one of those fetish websites. Those websites for fetishes and whatnot.
I need that. I'm gonna Google that.
Those guys need to disappear. I don't know what's wrong with these cats. Like, if
no,
you're
they
really
don't.
paying money for
no, they don't. Right.
Come on,
just
man.
Don't stalk me. Just smell my underwear and look at the pictures of my feet.
That's messed up.
And make sure you.
I'm about to say, y'all know if that was y'all dude, y'all really kick him to the curb.
If what?
Look, man.
If you found out that your dude had that fetish, like, man, you catch him and he's smelling your old drawers for the day.
I mean, that'd be really weird. Right.
I'm not tripping.
Okay, all right. That's what.
The problem comes if you start smelling another woman's drawers.
Right.
That's where we have a problem. You want to smell my drawers? It's all yours, sweetheart.
All right. That's a question. What would be a thing that a guy can do where you'll be like, okay, yeah, this is not going to work?
Smoke cigarettes.
Oh,
really?
Straight
of all
up.
things?
Smoke cigarettes. Absolutely. You're killing yourself slowly. No, well, I smoke weed, so if you're like dependent on it, that's definitely a turnoff because you're weird. Like, that is not the purpose of weed. It's to, first of all, weed is heals people.
Oh.
I'm an advocate for marijuana, but then of course you have the people who like smoke it and it's like, oh, I can't function without weed. Yes, you can. You're just being weird and lazy and making excuses.
Yeah.
But cigarettes, I can't do cigarettes. I just can't. You're killing yourself. You're smoking death. And especially people in our generation, like there's entirely too much evidence that shows that cigarettes are harmful. Why would you smoke them? I could kind of see someone who's maybe like, I don't know, 50s, 60s, because back then smoking cigarettes was cool and they didn't know the harmful effects back then. Well, at least the general public didn't know the harmful effects. But nowadays, like, we know what cigarettes do, so why the fuck are you smoking them? And they smell terrible, and the smell is so hard to get out your clothes. It makes my eyes burn.
And not only that, but if you're dating somebody who smokes, like, when it comes to the fellatio aspect of stuff, it kind of gives it a smoky. It's like, I've discussed it before on our podcast. You have a smoky aroma about
taste.
That. Yeah.
Hey,
it's
man.
not. It's
yeah,
not right.
And that's not.
It's not right.
Wait, does the smoke affect that too? Huh?
Yeah.
I
mean,
it comes through your pores. It's like ugh.
All right,
You
Wolfie,
smell like
like.
an ashtray.
I mean,
yeah. Well, with me, what would be a turn off for me with a guy or a deal breaker, I guess, whatever the case is. I think rude, if he's rude.
Rude?
Mm-hmm.
Rude, overly sexual.
Yeah, that's so strange. Like, where's your couth? Like, okay, sometimes if you're joking, but you know, some people are just inappropriate, and it's like wrong place, wrong time, and they don't know or they don't care, and it's like, who or what raised you? Like, we shouldn't be talking about this right now. We're like at the table with my mother.
All right,
why are you saying that?
Hey, Wolfie, like, hey man, let's go ahead and slide off real quick. I know Maz is eating, but let's go ahead get us one in real quick. She ain't gotta know.
What? What? What kind of savage?
Hey man, some females might find that like kinky and exciting or something. Ooh, we could get caught. You know, people are weird.
Yeah, and I'm not. So many people weird. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
So
I'll
that's
just look at you and walk back to the table.
So that's off the table then.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. He's driving home, and y'all in the car, and he say, "Hey, man, what about a little roadie while we on the way?"
I don't do nothing in my car. Okay, my car is to get me to and from point B. I'm not in nobody's back seat. I'm not giving you a handy while you're driving. My life.
What are we in high school? Giving hand jobs.
Oh, come on, Bre, man. You gotta be a team player, man. You know, it might be a ring in it for you.
I the only way I'm doing that is if I have a ring. How about that? Now, with dating someone and a boyfriend, it's one thing, but if I'm married, it's something completely different. Like, I would definitely consider more to that person.
A husband can get away with a lot more than
of course,
a dude
a boyfriend.
Or a boyfriend.
Yeah, and see, that's the problem with bitches nowadays, giving boyfriends husband privileges. No, there's levels. Okay,
yeah. Stop
work your way up.
Yeah, you're right, and we like those girls.
Privileges, and then you don't work, and then they don't work out, and now you don't spoil this nigga on some dumb shit, and now he's coming to me thinking I'm about to do the same thing, and then he gets shut down.
You're right, because it's hard to go backwards.
But then when I'm the girl with common sense, I'm stuck up or I'm mean. It's like, no, motherfucker, I have common sense, and I'm not stupid like the last bitch you fucked with, and you can't get over on me.
Right.
Hate bitches with common sense.
They do. They want you to be stupid.
Right.
Hey,
no. Girl with common sense.
It's. Nah, I mean, it is hard for a dude to go backwards though. It's like, man, once you experience some things, you don't want to go back. It's almost like if you dated a guy that was really well off, and then now you got to go back to the commoner. You ain't gonna like that shit too much. You gonna be like, man, I gotta go back to these dudes.
No. The thing is, if I was dating a guy who was well off, I would still live my normal everyday life because I don't know where this is going, and you're not about to have me used to hopping on jets, going to Paris and what have you, and then all of a sudden you decide, well, I want the next model girl.
Right.
You know, I want the next girl, and I'm here like tell y'all stories like, y'all, I used to be in a jet. I used to go to Paris, you know, on Friday, come back on Saturday. I'm going to live my normal
playing
life.
myself hard.
Yeah, I'm never going to play myself. You know, so that's what the thing is. If you date one, I feel with men, some men, I'm not going to generalize, some men, when you date a woman and she treats you a certain kind of way, and y'all, it doesn't work out, then when you go to the next woman, you kind of need to reset yourself.
It's hard though, because it's like once you have like some extravagant type stuff that you got introduced to, you're like, oh man, shit, that was the shit. And then you go back and it's just normal, and you're like, oh man, I mean, it's cool and all, but
it's always some vile fuckery that y'all want to bring to the next.
Hey, you're right. You be like, hey baby, let's try something a little different tonight. You ever tried this? You know.
But what kind of circus was you running here before I showed up? What the heck? No, you don't want to try this. Didn't know.
The last girl I dated used to jump through a fire a hula hoop that was set ablaze, and she used to land
With my dick in her mouth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
he gonna pull out that.
You never did that before.
Hold on, what was that movie? Y'all ever seen How to Be a Player?
Yeah.
Remember? I don't know if you remember. He gonna pull out that sex chair. That y'all probably don't remember that shit. Huh?
I don't remember that. I'm like, oh.
No, they had
No.
this one chick he messed with had a chair where she would sit in and it help her spread her legs out. See, look, y'all gotta rewatch that. Hey man, I'm telling you, man, dudes, they got some guys that do some weird. People do weird stuff with the person they care about, though. Sometimes, not usually they care about. But.
I'll admit that. Yeah, I've done some things with.
No, don't tell yourself too much.
That, no, I'm not. Well, I'm not.
That's what I'm like.
I've done some things. Looking back, it's like, whoa, I really like that person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll admit that.
You know what? Now I think about it. I'm at to go
Not
through
anymore, though. Tough.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna have to really think back what all I've done.
Oh Lord.
What? Revisit your 4 days.
You're right, man. Yeah, I admit it. I am reformed, so all I do is teach now. I'm no longer in the game.
Terrible.
Teach who?
Hey, man, I'm trying to help I'm
these young Negroes how to be whores.
No, I'm trying to teach every lady. You know, I'm trying to teach the ladies how the game goes. You know, so nobody get out there and get their feelings hurt too bad.
Oh.
Okay. Professor Q.
He out here teaching us how to not be played.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to do it. I'm doing a civil service.
Oh goodness.
If you say so. If you say so.
But now let's go ahead and get to overall topic I wanted to talk about. So, Bre, I presented a question to you and all the Twitter on the other day. Mm-hmm. As far as dating, should you only date with the intent of marrying one day? Or should you just take dating for what it is, and if it turns into marriage, then that's cool? Is it...
With that...
No, go
ahead.
I was going to say one more part. Like, is there a difference between where you are in your life that determines the answer to that question?
Yes. Where you are in life does determine that question. I personally feel like when you're in your 20s or your late teens or however old you are when you're dating, at that point, you know, it's okay to date just to date, to just be out there and see what's out there and see the different kind of people that's out there and different personalities and what have you. I feel as you get older, like maybe your mid to late 20s, that's when you start getting a little bit more serious. You're not all the way serious, but you're starting to kind of dial back and determine who you like and who you don't like and what have you. And then when you're in your 30s, that's when, okay, you need to start dating with intent and start looking for somebody who just not dating aimlessly, you know, dating with a purpose, dating to, you know, one day to have a meaningful relationship with a person. So I do definitely think like what age you are or your age kind of determines what type of dating you should be doing. Now, yeah, there are people who are outside the norm, who they're like, I don't care, I can be 50, however, I'm just going to be out here dating recklessly. And that's fine, you know, it's everybody's prerogative, but me personally, I just feel like, you know, you can free date in your late teens and your 20s, and then when you get into your 30s, that's when you should probably get a little bit more serious, you know.
All right.
Just me.
Kayla, what do you say?
Oh gosh, I agree. I think dating, I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure, at least in your, but like right now I'm in my mid-20s, so I could not, first of all, I'm afraid to get married. I'm terrified of marriage right now. I'm terrified of like long-term commitment right now. So, so the thought of like meeting, I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure if you're, especially in today's world and the way people are, like you meet someone for the first time or you're just getting to know someone and it's like you're constantly thinking to yourself, am I going to marry him? Like, I can't do that. I'm just trying to get to know the person, enjoy my time with them, and then just see where it goes. Let things flow naturally. Because like I said on Twitter, I said, sometimes, people are just meant to be in your life for a season, and that's not always a bad thing.
So you jocking Tyler Perry's philosophy now?
Don't give him that.
I was about to say, ew. No, I don't think it was Tyler Perry. But yeah, like, and just because someone isn't meant to be in your life forever, that doesn't mean that you can't learn from them or have fun during your time with them or grow during that time. So, I don't see anything wrong with casually dating. At least in my age, like I said, I'm 25. But like Bre said, once 10 years from now, I shouldn't still be casually dating. I mean, I hope I'm not. I mean, I don't see myself being married either, but maybe I should be married at 35. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't want to get married. I'm scared.
Hey,
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm just young and lost.
Man,
when
why
it
you
comes
playing?
To dating, I don't know.
Marriage is a female's game, man.
Don't be scared about marriage now.
I don't know. I'm scared.
I mean, hell, Q's married.
Hell yeah.
Right, if you can
but
do
I
it,
mean,
anybody can do it.
But I'm a pick though. That's why I got married.
This is the thing he does. This is what he does that makes me just.
Irking.
He's a pick. All right.
It's irking.
I only do it because I know it irks your nerves. But
yes.
I mean, you're right though. I mean, I pride myself for that. I did my thing, but I made it to the end game, I guess you could say. But like honestly, when we were dating,
manned up.
Okay. I mean, or I was telling you, I signed my life over. That's what happened. I just basically
see. That sounds scary.
Yeah, I gave all control, creative control to her.
You signed your life over.
See, that sounds like jail, or like selling your soul. Like,
here's why I say that, and I'll explain. I said when I think of marriage on how we shape it, marriage is a woman's game, where dating is a man's game. So while I'm dating, most of the cards are, I kind of set the stage on how we're going to go through this. You're usually either going to his house, or he may come over whenever he sees fit, or he'll let you know, okay, I can't do this then, or hey, I'll come by this time, or hey, we could go do this then, so on and so forth. So you kind of get the opportunity to kind of set the climate of the situation. Now, once she kind of bogart herself, let me stop playing. But once we got married though, she was here all the time. So a lot of the things that we go through, or a lot of things that we do, are based on how she's feeling at the time, or how she wants them to go through. So it really changes as far as a climate, in my opinion.
I wouldn't know because I ain't married. So
interesting.
I feel like because I remember we talked about this before. Q. I think no matter what, a woman is always going to have control, because in order for something to happen, the woman has to agree. A man can want to do whatever all he wants, but unless I say yeah, or unless I'm with it, so I feel like a woman controls everything regardless, whether it's dating or a marriage.
It also depends on this. If you got a dude who got options, he gonna say, "Oh, you don't want to? Okay, cool. Yeah, man, she busy tonight. You good? All right, I'm gonna slide through."
You always bring this into the bed.
Oh God!
It's the truth, though. This is how it went down. I'm just saying. Now, once I say I do, I can do that, but I'm gonna pay for it more in the end. Right. See, so
first of all, we're not gonna get married. How about that?
No,
marriage is scary.
No, it's not, because then all you got to do is come in, give her that nice little strong wood, and she going to be like, I forgive you. It's okay.
It always
Maybe we
comes
can
down
work
to
through
your
this.
wood.
It
always comes down to you piping something down.
It works until it changes. It's a good short-term solution. I would say that, if you got it.
Damn right, short-term.
Try to throw that out there, huh?
15-minute solution.
15 minutes? Who you been dealing with? Tell him to rub that.
I'm just throwing minutes.
Oh, I was about to say, tell him don't be. I was about to say, tell him don't be ashamed. Rub that first one out. He'd be good to go afterwards.
I'm not doing anything. I attend Bible studies. I'm in my word.
Bree,
You're so blessed. Yeah.
Bree, stop, man. We know that.
Amen.
We know that if a woman is not doing anything that's by her choice, you got dudes who's there. You just like, nah, I don't want him right now.
See, the thing about it is, I mean, there's always options. We all have options, but you don't always have to go with those options. Aim
You're
high,
right.
aim better.
Like I told you before on was it Facebook? I said I've never met a woman who had to work hard to get a dude in bed. I haven't met that woman.
That's true. That's true.
See?
I don't think I've met one either.
No.
Cause y'all just some. Let me stop. I was just about to. I'm not gonna do no male slander on this.
Hey.
Not on this show. I'll save it for my show.
I can explain it. I've done the research. I did the polls. I asked many professionals, and we finally come up with the reason on why that exists.
Professionals.
Yeah, professionals. Mostly my friends, but
yes. Professional hoes.
No, but I'm just saying. Like I tell her how I explained to one guy. I said, "Man, look. Matter of fact, I think it was you, Kat. I said you have been saying no to men, boys, whoever, since what, puberty, roughly, somewhere around that time. So
Yeah.
12, 13, you've been saying, nah, I'm cool. No, not with you.
I was a
Okay,
late
maybe
bloomer,
you
so
this time.
20-something.
What's that?
I said I was a late bloomer, so 20-something, 20-some odd.
That don't mean you wasn't saying no to it. That just means you didn't partake.
Oh, true.
See? But
True.
Ah.
so initially, women have always been be able to pick and choose who they want to and don't want to mess around with. That's why when it comes to these women who will say, "Oh man, he was this, he was that," I'm kind of like, "Wait, hold on now. You let him in."
He wasn't saying all that when he was sticky.
Yeah, I was like, "You let him in there.
Oh.
You didn't have to."
Hey, sometimes your judgment gets a little bit fuzzy when
Get dignitized.
when
That's what-
penis is added into the equation, things get fuzzy on you.
See, why you think I always say I go back to wood? Wood game is an underrated solution.
But see, that's the key, though. You have to have the wood game, though. A lot of guys
Right.
think they have it, and they don't.
Well, that's when you have to make sure that she like you before you try to do all that fancy stuff. She'll give you a pass then sometimes.
Emphasis on sometimes.
Right.
Which, that's interesting. See, I said that before. I said guys that don't have it, they kind of, can you ever get a guy who don't have anything, any kind of pass or any kind of play? Does he have to be like extra funny or real charismatic or he just out of there?
What, a guy who has no looks? What?
No,
Substitute for looks? What?
the guy that's pulling out dimples.
Dimples.
Dimple.
Like somebody with a small penis?
Yes, a thimple. A thimple, you know, the thing that you put on your
dimple.
pinky.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't do small penises, point blank. No exceptions. I can't.
It's happened once in error, and it's not going to happen again. So
In error?
Exactly. I can't do it. I'm the girl that it'll be like in the middle of making out or whatever, and I start to feel, and I don't like what I feel, and it's, oh no, I gotta go.
That's fucked up.
Like, text
Damn.
somebody, like, text me, call me, pretend it's emergency, come get me. Like, I'm out of there.
I mean, the one time it
I
happened,
can't.
I was nice enough to finish.
It was probably the best you ever had.
I followed through,
Ew.
and after that, I'm like, never again. Like, this is just.
It's like, I need to take 50 showers after this. Like, what did I just do? What is this?
It's like, I had to go in and do recon missions just to make sure I was satisfied. It was just the worst, but whatever. Never again, though. You know, I'm not a repeat
Small
offender
penises
when
are
it comes to that, so never again.
Come on, man. That guy could have been the nicest guy ever. Had a nice job, was able to take care of you, really cared about you, and you let him go because you were being superficial.
He was none of the above.
Oh, okay.
None of the above.
Right. So.
What if he
And
was?
that's why you cut it off. That's why you cut it off at the head. You cut it off before it gets that. But he's really nice. That's what I've learned. Like, if a dude
Don't think, just do.
Just do it. Like, if something's not right, if the penis isn't right, just leave that minute. Don't sit there and be like, well, he's a nice. Once you start to know him and his personality, and he has a good personality, that's going to draw you in, and you're going to be stuck with small penis with good personality, and that's just the worst.
Hey, man, well,
eventually you're going to end up cheating. You're going to end up cheating. You know, so it's just better to just walk away from the get.
Yeah, or if he has the audacity to cheat on you, you're going to end up freaking killing him, because it's like, how dare you? Then you know how much I've sacrificed to accept you, and you do that.
Wait, a small penis who has the audacity to cheat?
Yeah.
Oh, God, heavens forbid.
Well, that's because men cheat.
No.
What happened was he was seen with you, and all of a sudden his options opened up, so more availability came into play.
Man,
but don't ever forget that your penis is small. No matter how many options,
right?
Options probably don't want small penis either.
Some
humble yourself and stay home. Humble yourself.
Right. Okay.
I mean, some guys may not know. Some guys may be like, "Shoot, I'm good." I had her and they were hollering.
Well, here, honey, sit down at the table. Let's discuss your small penis and the like thereof.
Right.
Have a discussion. Since you feel like you're out here just long John Silver, just let's have a talk. Let's have a heart to heart.
All right, do your thing.
Oh.
That's messed up, man. So
yeah, small penises.
So in that case, is it okay to lie to your dude? Or do you be honest with him about it?
Oh, be honest. Honesty is the best policy. Something like that. Bruh. Well, first of all, he wouldn't even be my man anyway. So
damn, he can't even
I definitely wouldn't have a problem being.
You know, younger me, I will be nice and be like, well, you know, I'm just gonna keep it to myself until shit hits the fan and we get an argument. And I let him know at that time. Well, actually, your penis is small. You know.
Oops.
But now that I'm older, you know, I'm trying to find better ways to go about things, and maybe not as, I don't know. I'm just trying to still find a new way of how I'm going to approach. If I ever come across, at this point in time, I prefer not to come across a small penis, but if I do, I'm just going to find a way to, you know, be nice about it, but still tell the truth instead of sugarcoating it. Because at the end of the day, it's not doing neither one of us any good. If I'm lying.
It's awful, man. That's rough.
We're all grown.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, though. Like, if a guy finds that out, because I'll put it like this. If there's only two things that's going to keep you in the game a little long. It's either that or you better have some bread on you. That's the only way she'll tolerate you a little bit longer. But if you don't have either,
step your cookies up.
If you don't have either, I think it's going to be a sad existence for you.
Bruh.
Well, Brandon, if you are good with your mouth on other things, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, head is definitely important.
If your head is immaculate, you know, I think.
Yeah. You might be able to stick around another week or two.
Yeah, I'm about to say, y'all need a minute? I can walk away and y'all could just daydream on this stuff.
Yeah,
I was like,
no, because, I mean, it's always a trade-off. Not a trade-off, but it's always either you find a man. I'm sorry, you have to be in the middle of this cube or whatever. You either find a man who has the proper tools, but his head game is whack.
All right.
Or you find a man who has the greatest head game ever, but his tool is whack. You know, there's every now and then you get a medium, but not so much.
I was about to say, now you know that after
you gotta give a little to get a little.
Now you know after he get through doing that, he gonna want to hit again. That's just the natural order of things. So what you gonna tell him? I'm kind of tired.
My period's on.
As he just did that.
Wait, if the small penis asks for head?
That's gonna happen. Yeah, that's a good one. What do you do? He be like, yeah, man, go ahead, get on down there.
Where?
I mean, if you do it because that's the easiest head ever, like
right. It's like sucking your thumb.
It's fucked up, man. Come on.
That's like, oh, I can do this.
That's the easiest head ever. If it's small, just click, and you're done. Click, boom.
Oh man.
As well.
Oh, y'all, man. It's rough out there, man. For all my dudes that ain't got the proper tools, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Step your head game up. Step your bread up, dog. Step your bread up. Something.
Have a little bit of money.
Yeah, fly me out.
Have a good personality.
I hope you are. You better be a genius or something. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you.
Oh man. So that's, I don't know. It's like when I think about this whole dating for marriage thing. One, I did, like I said, I didn't date with the intent of marrying. It just happened that way. But honestly, if I were still single, I probably wouldn't even be looking to get married. And I mean, unless.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's like one of those things. Cause even then, I already told my old lady. I said, man, look, if some reason, some way, somehow we end up divorced for some reason, I said I probably wouldn't even get remarried.
Wood.
Yeah, knock on. Yeah, there's no intentions there, but I was like, I probably would just be single at the time. I was like, I have children. I did it once. It'd be like, why?
So you'll just be happy to be your old slut self again.
Be a hoe for show.
Yes, yeah, that'd be cool.
Letting it all around Dallas, Fort Worth area.
Yeah, community penis.
Would it be? No, I mean, I'll just be I'll probably, every so often kind of do what I did, have a girl of the year. So, just kind of let her know.
Bringing a different girl every year to Thanksgiving.
Nah, they don't get that call.
Candle and say a prayer that Q stays married forever and ever. Amen.
Right.
No, but I would. I already said I'll make a trip up there to Minnesota and visit your homegirl. I already told her right now I'm gonna send the application for the for my rebound chick. So she already said cool. But
barbed wires, moats, witchcraft, everything we will use and utilize to keep you at bay. You're staying right down there in Dallas, and you can be a whore around Dallas, but you're not coming up here.
You're gonna freeze to death.
Nah, I had to be there in the summer.
How are the summers in Minnesota?
The summers are pretty nice. They're July, August, we get 80s, 70s, 80s, couple of hundreds every now and then, but it's really good.
Oh, I gotta come visit.
You should.
I'm coming. Really, it's on my to-do list.
Yeah, we're up here. Just let us know when.
Indeed.
Hey, we're gonna come through. We got to do that pod squad. We supposed to be going. Heard everybody's supposed to be going to Vegas, huh? Or something like that.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'm gonna miss that. I'm probably going out the country around that time. Yeah, because I'm doing.
That's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm doing Dallas the end of January, and then either March. I think March I'm gonna go out the country with my friends, and then either April or May I was gonna go out the country again for my birthday. So, yeah, I was like, dang, I want to go to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get those dates down. We'll come through.
I may potentially chalk my March trip to do Vegas because I want to come have fun. Y'all are fun. I'm not saying my friends aren't fun either, but I might potentially chalk. No, are you? But I feel like Vegas would be super lit with the pod squad.
Man,
I know it's going to be lit.
It'll be number yes. Bree, you'll probably potentially have me and Geronimo.
I will what?
You'll potentially have me and Geronimo in the same spot together. Shout out to my homie, Drinking Partners.
Oh yeah, I love their show. They're funny as hell. I already said it.
I'm giving y'all maybe 5 hours of my undivided attention in Vegas. After that, I'm ducking away. No, you aren't about to. No, you aren't about to try me and my patience out in Vegas. No.
Oh shit.
Oh man,
You alone is enough. Add Geronimo into it. I don't.
Hey man.
I don't know.
Man, you know we're like the little brothers you didn't ask for.
Oh shit. That's what it is. The little brothers I didn't ask for, but that anyways.
Oh man.
And I spent my entire time just rolling my eyes.
Oh no, I could bring. I just gotta find somewhere to stick the money. I might have to hit up my mom's to watch her on the Munchkins. That way, me and the old lady come out, and then y'all can ask her many questions like why she deal with me. But
yeah, I'd be like, bruh, how?
Definitely. I want to have a heart to heart with her.
I want to have a heart to heart with all y'all significant others. Like, how are all y'all be on the podcast wilding, but be in whole relationships and be married? Not even relationships, be married. Like, what the hell?
Hey man,
I know y'all wives be like, this motherfucker right here. Oh god,
she know all my dirt.
So reckless. They're so reckless, and they're in, as you said, they're in full-on relationships.
It's like not even like married, not even like boyfriend girlfriend, but then you had a whole ceremony. You spent bread to declare your love for someone.
Hell yeah, I did fall for that hustle.
Fuck, that's like crazy.
I'm glad I got into podcasting and I got into the group of podcasters that I've got involved with, because these are some married ass motherfuckers. It's like,
right.
I have never seen so many men married and happily married at that. So,
and I feel like it's like all the men are in this like podcast fam circle. Like all the men are in relationships, but then all of us females are single as fuck or semi-single.
That's so bogus.
Isn't like, hey, what's wrong with me? I'm cute. I'm smart. I'm here.
You have sense. That's what it. Wait, no, not to say the women who are getting married don't have sense, but there's different breeds out here that we're coming across. They're like these other Negroes. They're like sub Negroes. They're just a different breed of
sub Negroes.
Yeah, they're a different breed. So once we get them out the way, we'll find the right ones for us.
I mean,
did you say sub Negroes? Is that?
What they're different breed of Negroes.
You're beneath the Negro. That's a shame.
You have Negroes, and then you have the subcategories of. I wouldn't say niggas. Honestly, there's niggas, and then you have, different levels of niggas under that niggas, and
you are the good ones. Nigga.
The good ones or tolerable ones are married. The bottom of the barrels is what we're out here. That's
coming across every day.
Man, you might have a dude you can work with or something. You might be just need a little coaching or a little push to the right direction. You might be that one thing he needs.
I got no time.
Well, I went to school for public health, not coaching. Like, fuck out of here. Ain't nobody coaching me.
Right.
I don't need. Don't nobody have to teach me how to act and how to have sense and how to conduct myself. Why do I have to teach somebody? I'm not a mother and I'm not a teacher.
Actually, somebody did teach you how to have sex. It was called those experiences that you had. When you would say, "Hey, girl, just put your mouth around this; it'll be all right."
Actually, no one taught me. I read books and I watched videos. Thank you very much. I taught myself.
Go ahead, girl. Okay.
That's what, my mom, she never had the sex talk with me. She gave me a book, and that's how I learned about sex. And then anything else,
I never got to talk. I just did.
Right, and anything else I wanted to learn, even to this day, like if I want to like find different ways to please my man or whatever, Google, or I've been reading articles in Cosmopolitan magazine. I've been Googling stuff, or I've been watching them nasty videos that people have on Twitter. Twitter is low key like a porn. So you just watch little 15-second clips.
So you be following those nasty Twitter handles?
I don't follow them, but they're always on my timeline. Is there so many guys? You know how y'all niggas get with Twitter after dark and be retweeting sexual gifts or whatever, and then I'll be like,
just be tripping.
And I just watch a couple videos, get some tips. I'm like, I'm gonna try that next time. Okay.
You even check my timeline in the morning because of all the porn that's on there. I'm on like public transportation, hiding my phone because I can't scroll up too fast before I bump into a damn porno.
Titties.
It's embarrassing.
I'm sitting next to my mom. Oh my goodness.
Wait, hold up. This is the same podcast that talked about deflatable titties. Well, no, that was me that brought that up that time. That was my bad.
You brought that up.
Yeah. That's when y'all talking about breastfeeding, and I was like, yeah. Matter of fact, that was you.
That was a really good episode, by the way.
It was. So she asked me the question like, any dude that will be offended by seeing a titty, say why and copy her in it. And I said, oh well, those Deflategate titties that look like they all flat and this shit go down to your belly and you're like
Do not titty
pancakes.
Shame.
Hey man, look, y'all shame dudes with little dicks, man. So we should be able to do this.
But that can be hidden. Like, see, that's what's not fair about women. All of our body parts are on the outside. Everything, like, you can see our boobs, you can see our hips, you can see our butt. So there's like nothing to hide. Men, y'all some freaking conniving MNFers. Y'all could talk a big game. And I do this. I'm a fuck the shit out you. This and that. You're like, oh, okay. And then the nigga pulled out his pants, and you're like, where is that?
Well, hold on.
Where's the rest of it?
Late. You don't know what you're working with until it's too damn late, and now you're like stuck.
Well, he ain't hit you.
You see how big my boobs are. You see how big my butt is. I can't hide anything from you.
Wait, hold on. He ain't hit you with that. Hold on. I like to do it with the lights off. He ain't hit you with that.
No, dog, turn lights on. Because first of all, I need to see your dick. I need to do an inspection first. We got to do it with the lights on.
An inspection?
Ain't no lights off.
An examination?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Man, y'all too rough on these dudes out here, man.
Hey, man. So there's something wrong with me looking at a dick before I put it in me? Shit. I mean, he was going in me first. Fuck that.
I mean, not everything is visual. STD wise, you can't see everything, but once you can,
how about that too?
It ain't too bad of an idea to be inspecting.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I need to check for bumps and cracks and sores.
Man, Wolfie said, man, it was just a hair bump.
Cracks.
Hair bump.
Fuck that, you're dirty. When's the last time you washed? Now we have to question hygiene.
Let me get y'all back on topic. Golly. I don't know why y'all keep resorting back to dick sizes and shit. Y'all hear this, folks, man? I don't know what to do with these ladies over here, man.
Hey, look, it happens. We're all adults. Dick talk happens.
All right, so
we'll focus now.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, because I was saying that thing, when we talk about the whole marriage thing, I look at it as kind of like how I told you and my homie John, big ups John Effect podcast. Y'all check them out. But I think there's a lot of social implications on a lot of how we feel where we should be at certain stages in life. So we get mid-30s and if we haven't been in that serious relationship, we're like, okay, that's all I want from now on. It has to be serious. But sometimes with that, you also almost set yourself up for a lot of disappointments because some people may not be feeling the same thing, or they'll fake the funk, be like, yeah, I want this, I want that, I want the white picket fits, yeah, I want kids, I'll tell you all this so I can get up inside there, but I know I'm gonna play my game, and I'm gonna lie until I make it.
Get what I want and then bounce.
It depends on how good it was.
We all can be some game playing motherfuckers, truth be told.
It is a game.
Because I don't think it's not, I think for me, I'm going to speak for me personally. At my age right now, I'm just trying to. I need to put all my ducks in a row because I don't necessarily want to have kids out of wedlock.
Amen.
And I want to be married, and I want to, I want the proper step in an ideal world. I know this isn't an ideal world, but in my ideal world, I want to get married, or I want to form that connection with somebody, and I want to get married, and then I want to have kids. And for me, I'm in my early 30s, but I'm not too far away from my mid 30s. And for a woman, when you want to have kids biologically, I'm approaching that time where it's like, okay, well, don't want to scare you or nothing, but just keep in mind, next 3-4 years, shit can be kind of rough and bumpy,
Oh God,
And so
that's so
for me,
soon.
that's where, huh?
I said, oh God, that's so soon. 3-4 years. Huh?
Hey, man.
Well, yeah, what? Yeah, what am I? Oh, damn, I forgot my age. Jesus. I'm 33, around that area. So 2 years, 3 years is when, they start saying, biologically, having kids biologically, it's not impossible, but you start to run into complications. So for me, I can't sit down and be pussyfooting with what I want.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a preference or what is most important to me, it would be having kids. So to be out here and risk not having kids, that would like mess with me a lot, because we need more little Sabrinas out here, just dragging these niggas. And I need to make sure
dropping gems,
dragging
these fuck
these
niggas
dudes
up,
and not taking no bullshit. So they need to come forth. So that's why right now I need to not be just out here dating for the fun of it, just dating. I don't need to be out here dating because
why not?
I'm bored.
Oh shit!
Why
So
not?
Wonder is back. Nigga. This nigga come out the shower like Batman and shit.
Why not?
Hey man, go ahead and set that pride aside, man. Go ahead and let that dude bust one up in you and just tell him, hey, look, if it work out, cool. If not, man, we it's been real.
Don't think I'm not starting my database of potential
yes,
donators.
database top 5.
I'm writing names down. I'm checking to see, qualifications, checking to see if they're father material, what have you,
Checking credit scores.
So wait,
Yeah,
when you go date, you got like a checklist or something that you have on the date?
Nah, job application.
No, sir, I don't have a checklist.
A job
I'm
application.
not dating right now, but if I were, when I'm dating, when I get back in the dating scene, I don't have no checklist in front of me like, okay, so are you gainfully employed? Are you part-time or full-time?
I'm
How's your
surprised.
401k looking?
I'm surprised you ain't.
That, but
I'm surprised you ain't sit there and be like, hey, hold on, I got this.
But you have it mentally though.
I do. I have it
We should all
like,
though. We should all have that though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, y'all married, so y'all don't count.
Wait. I'm married. What does that mean?
More married people.
Well, you're not going on dates and getting to know people sitting there like, going through that get to know you phase.
Take my wife out and date and try to get to know her.
Oh.
That'll never stop. That should never stop.
So precious.
Oh shit! See, so Wonder, you didn't raise their expectations. Now these dudes ain't gonna stand a chance out here, man.
But it's the truth though. You gotta keep it spicy, man. You can't look. Sometimes life, when you got kids and all this kind of stuff, kids involved in everything, and life, life can get kind of hectic doing that, man. You gotta do. It's like I told you, Q. You gotta get these stolen. You gotta steal moments. You know what I'm saying? It could be 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, or hour here, 2 hours there. You gotta look for those opportunities. Sometimes be creative and create those opportunities and take advantage of them. You can't forget about her, and you don't want her to forget about you.
Yeah, Q, keep it spicy.
You mean my appearance isn't enough? It used to be, It used to be one of those things.
He
Oh shit!
said
I'm with.
it's
Shit.
my appearance.
I'm with Quentin.
Guess what? You gotta look. You have to develop a skill set. You can't just do stuff on looks alone.
Hey man, I'm like Randy Moss in the game, man. It was like once I found
You gotta be able to block.
Screw that, it ain't coming to me. Let me stop playing, man.
This dude's so stupid. At least that's how the Browns get down over here. That's how we get down. We don't have a perfect man. Look, I had to learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn to try to make time, for the little one, for my wife. So and guess what? My girls too. It's hard. I got 5 women I got to worry about.
Yeah.
And they all want my time. So
that's
do a lot of moment stealings.
That's why you should.
or just subtle things.
That's why I used to tell Alicia. I said, with these two girls, especially the oldest one just now being here, they're already fighting over time, and now I got her as well. So yeah, you got to find moments, like you said.
It gets worse as they get older.
Who you telling?
Like I told you before, wait till them teen years.
I can't, man, because
y'all ladies know what I'm talking about.
I would tell them first lesson is don't fall for anybody who I'll tell them, man, don't date anybody like me, not a young me.
Be cool. You think?
No, I mean what I mean by that is that
don't date anybody like you. Break that down.
Because like I was
your daughter.
No, because I would tell them like this. With my mindset back in when I was a teenager, I would put it like this. My mom spoiled me. My aunt spoiled me. Grandma spoiled. I was the only for so long. So my mindset was I'm the only thing that mattered. And I used to get that same thing when it used to. Yeah, I mean, explain. So even when it came to things like quote, if you want to call it dating, it's like I was a teenager. I don't really count it, but things like that where I didn't care about a
he was saying
as
don't
a
date
teenager.
the old him. The old him that was spoiled. My wife just said.
I think I heard it.
All I heard was karma.
That's what I was saying.
All I heard was karma. I know that's right. Damn.
No, she said dating a dude like him is called karma.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Amen.
Like,
Yeah.
I have a belief that all the men who were ever dogs, who ever dogged women in this life, when they start to reproduce, they always get girls.
Yeah.
That's not always true. That's not true. That's not always true. Because I got 4 men. I didn't dog females. I didn't do it. I always got dogs.
Aw.
That's real talk.
See,
Oh.
What was the
so
reason why I
sorry.
got these up in here?
Maybe in your past life you don't
Nah,
know.
explain
Your past life, maybe.
Nah,
I
you
don't know. I'm
say that again.
my
Wow.
past life.
I don't know.
My past life, I was a king. Huh?
You probably had
Okay.
like 6 wives.
You probably had concubines and karma.
That's right.
All that. All that.
6 wives and like 40 kids.
I used to sleep on my feet to keep my feet warm.
Come on, man.
All right. And that's why in this life you got 5 girls or 4.
That's what my ladies are beautiful. They're well rounded. Because like I said, I give them the game. We give them the game. From different perspectives. So they're well rounded. They're actually gonna be all right.
See, and that's the thing I gotta worry. The youngest one, I don't think I'm gonna worry about because she's real like nigga, leave me alone. My oldest one, on the other hand, she's real nice and timid, so she may fall for the okie doke. So I gotta just gotta make sure that she's armed with understanding.
Just know that
Lord
there's
Jesus.
these niggas out here are advanced. They are advanced, and
Wait. Advanced meaning what?
I mean, it's going to be like these dudes out here are going to be like Q times 10.
Schemes
That's
for
why
days.
Advanced. They're going
Schemes.
whatever game you're trying to hip her to. By the time she gets to that age of dating, there's gonna be a little nigga who knows how to go around about that shit. Who knows how to? You don't think
Manipulate.
I
don't know,
I
man.
disagree.
I mean,
I disagree.
my mom used to always say, "There's no."
powerful drugs, so you can train
Especially
her
with
yeah.
technology now. All the
What is that?
technology that's out now. God knows what's going to be out by the time. What's it like? Maybe 5.
How is that going to change old-fashioned interaction?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
now. Look at people nowadays. People will text all day long, but then sit them face to face and they act like they're mute. People have no communication skills
that's
nowadays.
sad. That's
Yeah.
That's
People
because
have
they
no
wasn't taught that. That's why. Because it's a famous, not famous saying, but it's a saying that I don't know if you guys listen to Foreign Exchange. His brother named Fonte Coleman. He's a single rapper. He said at a concert one time, he said, "Love it exists in the real world and not your e-world."
All right.
And that's a very, very true statement. You got to make sure that they have balance. It is balance. It's unbalanced humans.
Well,
yes,
now
Mrs. Brown. I'll be back.
All right, do your thing.
Or be on
See,
social media all day long. And
I mean, I
then
do feel
as
people
soon
have.
as they get to, interact with people face to face, to talk, and it's like, well,
That's unfortunate.
yeah, I've realized that a lot with people nowadays, and not just in dating, but just like in general day-to-day interactions with people. It's like, why can't you talk?
I
don't get that.
I mean, I'm gonna take a saying my man Zoe Williams said. He was saying, first of all, a lot of men lack the ability to really communicate effectively. Now,
I definitely agree with that.
Now, then you put that in aspect, and then you have the rise of social media. Now, I no longer have to approach you. All I got to do is send a message behind
Slide my DMs.
the confidence behind my computer or
shit.
keyboard. And which, Bre, I'm sure you could attest to that too. How many guys would just sit there and be like, "Hey, I like that picture," or just coming like, "Hey, what you doing?" or "Hey, stranger," all that, all those the different things. So,
Right.
It is one of those things that there's nothing new under the sun. The game is always going to be the same. The game's been the same since my pops was young, since my grandfather was young. Like, the methods have always been the same, just how it's going, how they go about it is different.
Yeah, that's what I say. God knows what's going to be out 10 years from now. You'll probably be able to reach to the phone and touch people in 10 years. Shit.
And then you'll have a ton of folks in jail.
Shoot, God knows what's going to be out in 10 years. I'm scared.
And
it's too much out now.
And I'll even explain myself. I wasn't, my issue is I was real nonchalant about relationships. I guess you could say I didn't really need them or didn't really appreciate them at the time because, like I said, I knew I had options coming up, or it'll be a situation where a girl be like, "Oh, hey, I want to get with you. Oh, I'm with somebody, but I'll keep you, I'll keep you posted." That type of stuff. And
what? Whole shit. Whole for show. What the? Who says that?
This nigga was out here putting women on layaway.
It wasn't.
I'll put you right now. I'll put you on the shelf.
Nah, it was kind of like what Martin.
Make
what
weekly payments.
What Martin said, if Gina go down in a plane crash, you be the first one I call. It was that type of situation.
Oh my God. That's whole for show.
But
wow.
But it's funny though. Like, even with that, I wasn't ever really I wasn't a cheater. I didn't do that. I only did that once in my whole life. No, seriously, I only did it one time in my whole life.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. I did a lot of. I don't believe you.
You already heard about it, Kayla. You remember when my old lady got on and aired all my stuff out?
Still don't believe it. I did a lot
You
of
only cheated once.
Only once.
You always have to hear both sides, especially when it comes to men, because men sometimes they have skewed ways of thinking. Or I was in a relationship and they were in like a full-on relationship, but to them it wasn't one, but to the woman it was.
Right.
Come on now, women who will sit there and say, "Oh, since I ain't like him, it don't count. Oh, since he only got 2 pumps in, that don't count as us having sex."
It doesn't. Shit.
And if I don't come from sex, then he doesn't count as a body count.
See, thank you. Yes, he does.
Right.
He does not.
No, he does not.
But you want to talk about our loopholes?
Look, man, it's a double standard both ways.
It just is what
Whatever.
it is.
You're right.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Hey.
People get so upset over double standards. Fuck it. Who cares about what the next person thinks? Just govern yourself accordingly. Have some class. Have some couth. And just do what the fuck you're going to do. Just be safe. Like my great grandma always tells me, be good, and if you can't be good, be careful.
Yeah.
Aw. Nice words.
Hey,
Yeah, my
didn't
great-grandma
Money
was
Mike
so
say
good.
the same thing in Friday?
Shut up, Hugh. Don't spoil
I'm
it.
just saying.
Right, man.
Her
Damn.
grandma is dropping knowledge, and you hear talking about
Right,
Money
great
Mike
grandma
on
dropping
Friday.
gems and shit. Damn.
I mean,
Yeah,
but I mean, I totally agree. It's that once you stop caring about what people think about you in society, hey, yeah, I'm 40 and I haven't been married, so the fuck what? It just
at
hasn't
least I'm
happened
not
yet.
in a miserable marriage with
That's
ugly ass
easier to say.
kids.
I mean,
Whoa.
but then
Sorry.
you'll be surprised on how many
Really?
people are married but can't stand the person they're married to.
Yeah, see, I don't want that. Like, no, I'm scared of that.
The thing
So-
is, you have to I feel like with the thing is, marriage, people, I think a lot of people have gotten into marriages for the wrong reason.
Money.
Oh, yeah, and not fully understanding what it takes to be in a union with a person. Not fully understanding that there's definitely give and take, and that it's not one sided. Is both individuals need to be considered. I think there's a lot that go into marriage that a lot of people don't take into consideration. They like the look of marriage. They like the planning of the wedding. They like the proposal. They like this, but they don't really know the true ins and out of marriage. And I feel like if you are a woman, I'll speak on in terms of women. If you're a woman and you sit down and you can kind of you get to know yourself and you get some understanding and in a way fix yourself and whatever issues you have, kind of fix it. And then I don't know, I think there's a way you can prepare where, Kayla, you don't have to be afraid of marriage. You don't have to be afraid of marriage based off of because I'm sure you're afraid of marriage based off of the examples that you're seeing out here.
Yes.
That shouldn't be what you go by. That you definitely shouldn't go by that. You should know that when you marriage shouldn't be something to be afraid of at all. And don't think that somebody's union is going to be your union. You just need to fix you. So just worry about yourself, basically. Just do you.
For real.
And make sure that you're good. Make sure that you're a whole person in and out. Make sure that you have a full understanding of things and other people. And make sure that you're just a whole person. And then when you find your person, that you're supposed to be with, then I think, your marriage or whatever, it'll come naturally and you'll be married and you'll be happy. But don't get scared based off of these people, because I know for a fact that a lot of people out here are married for the wrong reason, and they're giving marriage a bad name. But I'm not afraid of marriage because I'm not looking at these people as goals. I'm not looking at these people as that's going to be me. I'm like, that's your situation. You probably didn't go about it the right way. You probably didn't, see the signs, or you probably miss a few things here and there, so that's why you're at the place where you're at right now. But I'm excited for marriage, honestly. I'm excited to just be out of this fucking cesspool that's dating, and I'm just be with this one person I'm supposed to be with and just ride off into the sunset. I'm excited for that.
Huh. Oh, I have a good question. Is marriage a one size fits all for everybody?
It's
No.
So are some
Everybody-
people meant to be hoes out here in these streets?
I think
No,
so.
you can't be a hoe no, you cannot.
Oh.
Stop trying to incorporate wholeness in marriage.
Well, what I'm just saying is like, not even just that. It's like, because I think of that. I think of monogamy, polygamy, or just being single for the rest of your life. Are these other concepts, in realms of reality, are these other concepts something that really happens or should be viewed on the same level?
I'm too selfish of a person to ever consider any type of polygamy.
Yeah. First of all, that's
I think
unsanitary.
That's not.
Like, ew. I'm just like into like body fluids and just no. I don't want you to touch and been all in somebody else, and then you're gonna come and touch me, and not only the biological aspect of that, but like the spiritual aspect. That transferring spirits. Every time you whip someone, they take a piece of you. That stuff
That's
is
right.
real. That
That's
stuff
right.
is real. And I just no. don't, if you're trying to choose between me and somebody else, pick the other person. I'll make the choice for you. Like, don't even bother.
And
I don't want it.
I mean, I look at it like this:
if you're not sure about me, don't bother with me.
But based on what some people say, polygamy is not just about sex, really. Now, of course, it's probably a great thing, but it's more.
A majority of you Negroes who consider polygamy look at it for more sex.
Yeah, you got those guys that do that.
A lot of y'all.
I wouldn't.
The thing with polygamy.
Your Negroes, a lot of your fellow Negroes.
Man, I wouldn't want that. Man, it's hard keeping. It's hard keeping one happy. You think I want to deal with that 2 times in a month? Damn, that shit.
Isn't true polygamy? Like not only does the man have multiple female partners, but the female partners can also have other partners as well, right? Or is that something else?
It depends on what type of.
That's polyamorous, isn't that polyamorous?
Yeah,
okay.
That would be that. So as I said, it depends on what type of society you're thinking about.
Oh no, with polygamy, nah, it's just this man and all.
It's the man and all the wives.
Yeah, the man and all the women.
See, fuck that. I just want.
That's my view too. That's mine.
Yeah. But then I guess
again, in my selfish way, it may work for others, and I do have to come to that realization that maybe marriage or unions, what have you, maybe it's just not, as Q said, it's not a one size fit all. In my eyes, my one size fit all is one man, one woman, but I mean, maybe in other people's situation, what it takes to have their great marriage is based off of the fact that they go and they become swingers, or they do whatever else they do on the side, whatever weird shit people do, Maybe that's what.
Or like sometimes
their marriage works, but
or like I know just like in other cultures, or I don't know if it's necessarily a religious thing as well, but like just in other parts of the world where polygamy is just a thing, and marriage, I feel like I mean, obviously I'm not well versed in this, but in our American society in general, marriage is more of an emotional thing, whereas like in other cultures, I feel like marriage is more so like a business thing. Like with some of the different cultures, they have like arranged marriages, and it's for the money and the gene pools and all that stuff, and it's not about liking the person, but it's about, I guess, maintaining whatever social order, and then over time you have to learn to love. You have to truly love to learn the person, because a lot of times in other parts of the world, you don't know the person when you're marrying them. It's like, here's this boy, y'all are together, and that's that. And then you have your kids and so on and so forth. And I guess over time you get to learn to love them. So I guess depending on what culture you're in, marriage is defined differently. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But man.
Look, man, I'm American, so fuck that.
Right.
I'm one man.
Come on, Kayla, you got to be open-minded. You might find your
like I said, to each his own. I of course I have respect for other cultures, other viewpoints, but I'm American, so I want my one man, and he better only want me, and that's that.
Oh man, y'all make it rough out here for these dudes. Oh man. Anyway, so we go ahead and start winding down. Final thoughts on all of this that we've just discussed. We already said y'all know the polygamy, y'all know fun, but so
I got a sensitive body. Ew.
Yeah.
Hey, what you got ain't special. There's one right next to you. Let me stop.
What? What? Is it about me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, you saw? There's only one, though. Ain't
oh man. But Kayla, what's your final thoughts on all of this stuff, man? Marriage, all that stuff, the social constructs, and all these different things. How do people really deal with all that? Hell, you can say going into the next year.
Thing.
Exactly.
Just do your own thing. Stop worrying about like. When people say, you said like society standards, it's like, who defines what we're supposed to do and when, and like why does that even matter? Like, fuck all that. I'm going down my own path. I'm taking care of myself first, getting myself in order. And
That's
when
right.
the time is right, I'll stop being a punk. Marriage. And I mean, I think I'm probably afraid of marriage just because I haven't been yet. You know, I'm afraid to have kids because I haven't met the right person yet.
Yes.
So, you know, I mean, I don't know when I'll meet them, but you know, a lot of times people just say you just know when you meet that person.
No, you don't.
So, scary.
Yes, you do.
Like
You don't.
No.
You
But
relate to the
anyway,
person.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'll happen in due time, and I mean, there's more important things to worry about than being in a relationship. Like we said in the beginning, worry about yourself first. Love yourself first. Enjoy your own company first. And then you can't love anyone else until you can't truly love anyone else until you learn to love yourself first.
Exactly.
So learn to love yourself first, everything else will fall in line. So my final thoughts are, I'll get married eventually in like 20 years.
Oh,
20.
It'll happen.
Woo-wee. You're gonna be combating them
It'll
young
happen
chicks
one
then.
day. Now I'm gonna keep it right, keep it tight. They gonna still think I'm 25 when I'm 40. Watch, and that runs in my family. Black don't crack. So
Shit, why you playing? If you that age, he be like, "What? She can't have no babies. I'm finna dump freely." No, let me stop.
Or not that. And then I can adopt. I'll adopt, or I get a surrogate
Kayla, life comes at you
mother.
fast. Life comes at you fast because I made plans that at 25 I would be married with 2 kids, and here I am.
At 25, why?
That was just I just had my life mapped out. I said I would graduate from high school. I would get my college education, and then I would get married, and then have my first child at 25, and then my second one at 28. None of that shit happened.
I didn't think.
You can't plan,
I'm not scared.
You know?
I'm just nervous.
You can't plan.
Nah, you can't plan. It just happens. But I ain't planning on getting married till I was damn near 40. You know, I was like, man,
Right.
shit. Once the game is done, man, I guess I go ahead and hang up the jersey. You know, that's like, or
Yeah.
since I
You
went
retired
ahead.
slinging dick around Dallas.
No, but honestly, because it was one of those things where I was
All
like,
the
man,
women
do
knew
I?
your
You
tricks.
talking about something? No, you heard that? No.
All the women knew
No.
your tricks, and everybody was onto you. So he was like, "Yeah, I might as well hang it up."
Nah. Well, no, I don't think so. No, I actually got another interesting story, but you know, that's another show. But I mean, it was one of those things. You know, me as a man, I didn't know if should I get a career first? Should I accomplish some things? Should I go start a small business? Like, at what point should I really consider it? You know, because even doing this, it's hard to do this plus balance everything else. So that's another thing you got to consider. So I was like, when is it really right for me to consider it? But then, of course, most guys, we consider the negative aspect. Like, man, that means if I build a fortune and I get divorced, that means she gets some of that. So
Why is that the first thing you think of?
I don't know.
Why are you worried about getting divorced?
Because, man, it's one of those things where you're like, man, I want to protect the stuff that I worked hard for. So that was my first thing, because I was like, man, look, relationships come and go. I don't know if it's going to last forever or not. She may change her mind. I may change my mind. Some shit may go down. I don't know. So I guess it was one of those things, just planning for the worst, which is awful. We shouldn't do that, but.
Definitely not.
Oh my
The worst.
Oh, man.
Taking my money. Calm yourself down, sir.
You're right, man. Hey.
My money.
Hey, man, look, I put it like this. If I was very, very rich, it wouldn't matter. But, you know, me being that, I guess you say average pay, giving up half of that shit changes shit.
Ain't no woman trying to take your thousandaire, sir. Ain't nobody trying to take your thousands.
Thousandaire, oh my gosh.
At the women's conference, we agreed that we would only take half of millions and billions. We're not taking half of thousands, sir. Relax.
Hey.
Word.
Shit, you're okay.
Word. That's so basic. Thousandaire. These bitches out there. We're only taking money from millionaires and up.
Okay.
Shit, honestly, it's
Money
easy.
I mean, I'll even do 6 figures, but it got to be like.
That's still $1,000 there, man.
I'll do $500,000 up.
Oh, half of. Oh, now we got it. Okay.
I'll be half a million up.
I'm
But
sorry.
below that-
I gotta go big or go home. I need $1 million up.
Shoot, me too.
Probably like
That's right. Go big or go home. I know that's
10
right.
million mark.
I'm finna go out in these streets and find one of these lonely old bitter chicks who just won't company. I'm gonna work my way into it somehow.
Hope for sure.
You about to be slinging dick next to a hobo chick?
No, nah, I ain't. I don't think I can take it that far. I'm good.
Okay. All right, just checking.
All right.
Oh man, so Bre, even though we have our differences, I do enjoy every time you come. You know, we talk, man. So I appreciate you coming through.
Even if it follows.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
She knows she likes me. I don't know why
appreciate
she
you.
wanna pretend like I'm not one of her favorite people to converse with.
You're entertaining, Q. I'll give you that.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you that much.
Oh man, that's rough. Anyway, so
That's rough.
we'll go ahead and close out this one. It's been real. We probably
promote myself.
Huh?
Not before I promote stuff.
That is right. I'm sorry. I apologize. That do your thing.
You're rude. Okay, guys. Once again, it's Bre, and please check me and my two lovely co-hosts on the Good Morning Beautiful podcast, and you can check us out at GMB Podcast on Twitter and GMB Podcast on Instagram as well. So yeah, look us up we're on iTunes, we're on what else? We're on Google Play. We're on what's the other one? Jesus.
Oh man.
We're out there. We're out there, so Google us.
Just
But yeah,
Google
we're
it,
on
damn.
iTunes, and we're on all the major and SoundCloud. Damn, how did I forget SoundCloud?
Yeah, I'm gonna say so.
So check us out.
Oh man, she gonna get it together, y'all.
They're an awesome podcast.
Yes,
They
yes.
are an awesome podcast. Please listen to them. I listened to y'all today on my way because I was working in South Philly and I drove down to Maryland and I listened to y'all during my drive. And I was like, oh, my girls. I love your show.
Oh, appreciate you, boo. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I got-
How much
awesome.
how much Kayla loves us. Y'all love us too, so check us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh man, but speaking of that, also check out all the Pod Squad. You know, that's John Effect Podcast, Baby Boy Podcast. You have Our Roast Chicken Podcast. You have
one of my personal favorites as well was the Drunk Mind, Sober Thought. Those are some wild niggas. They are crazy, but they crack me up.
Yes, Drunk Mind, Sober Thoughts. We have Drinking Partners.
TOS, of course. Oh, yes, of course, Drinking Partners, but of course, TOS Podcast.
The Official Street Podcast.
Yep, officially. Those need
Real and Raw.
Yes, Real and Raw.
Yeah, Real and Raw Podcast. Podcast Brothers.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And, speaking of that, the Podcast Brothers are actually going to appear on a radio station. So that's a big ups to my homie.
Yeah, I saw that. They're popping.
Y'all keep doing y'all thing. Big ups to you. Congrats, man. We gonna continue to rep that. Continue to support one another. # we all win. Don't forget to use that as well.
Yes.
That's right.
I think that's all I really have to. I do have the small businesses. You know, WeGoFor.com, Chic1hair.com. What's that? StevensandBell.com and ShopCoSociety.com. Y'all make sure to check out those websites. Also, Patreon. You know, do business with those guys. You know, especially if you're around the area or you know if you can order your stuff online. Other than that, anybody else got anything else they want to plug?
No. Enjoy the rest of your week, everyone.
That's right.
That's about it.
And for those people who made the first roster cuts, hey, congrats! But don't forget, Christmas is coming up, so make sure you stay on top of your game and make sure you get that invite for Christmas. Other than that, you're gonna be clearing the building. So we go ahead and get off this mic, man. Other than we appreciate y'all joining us, and we out.
Have a good night.
Keep music.
Yeah, talking down, but you never cross the line, so I don't entertain that. I do me. Y'all will never slow me down. Everybody think I'm Simon cause they love the way that I do me. That's right, yeah, I hear you talking down, but you never cross the line, so I don't entertain that I do me. Y'all will never slow me down. Everybody think I'm Simon cause they love the way that I do me. They think a nigga sign, so it's telling me they thinking I'm ready. A lot of them just wanna grab a fork and eat my spaghetti, but I'm the type of nigga that do for others, not for myself. A lot of people just wanna eat off my wealth, so I don't pay attention to them, I just keep doing me. All day I think beats until I attempt to sleep. I know some niggas talking dying in these southeast streets. I really ain't got the time to entertain they beat. You're not a factor to me. Now get money, bitch, you hating on the next man. Little do you know this nigga here's the best, man. You feeling like you swole, nigga, flex your chest then. And when it's over, I'ma still do me, bitch. Yeah, I hear you talking down, but you never cross the line, so I don't entertain that I do me. Y'all never slow me down. Everybody think I'm Simon because they love the way that I do me. Yeah, I hear you talking down, but you never cross the line, so I don't entertain that I do me. Y'all never slow me down. Everybody think I'm Simon because they love the way that I